Hello everyone, here we are in round one, and I'm not loving this hand. I think I might keep it since we're on the draw, but I'm not super excited by it. 4 land seems like a lot, to be honest. Yeah, actually I'm gonna mulligan. I'm not a super, oh god, really? Alright, well this is happening. Oh Jesus. So I'm not a super huge mono red player. I don't have a lot of experience with this type of deck. So yeah, but doesn't take a genius to figure out that that was lucky for us. Let's play you. And we'll pitch another mountain. I don't think we should have gone to 5. Maybe we should have. Maybe we should have mulliganed more aggressively. This deck probably can, but that first hand felt kind of borderline. I want creatures. The truth is, though, that I just don't have that many to access regardless, so... Blue? Oh, crap. That makes me want to not play my Firecraft, because they probably have a counterspell. Um... Yeah, that's a shame. But it's not like I'm gonna get Spell Mastery anytime soon with the hand that I have, so... There is an argument to be made, though, for playing Grim Lavamancer immediately, so that next turn I can attack with Battlecry, which is not the end of the world. It also plays around Miscalc or Daze, but it doesn't play around a lot of other cards. Yeah, let's play the counterspell. They could just as easily have a Doomblade. It's hard to tell, really. They did kind of just F6 right through that Lavamancer trigger, though. Or the Lavamancer entering the battlefield, so I'm assuming they didn't have any kind of counterspell. Oh god, Ancestral Recall? Well, if they didn't then, they probably do now. Oh, thank god. I was really, really terrified there that they were going to play that one card. Hymn to Turak, that would have been real bad for us. Okay, so let's see here. We have a couple of options. If we play Hero and attack, that's 6 damage. If we Exquisite Firecraft and Exile, that's 6 damage, but this is 6 damage that hits him directly to the face, though he could be holding up another... He could still be holding up Doomblade, no problem. Well, I guess I'm going to have to run into his open man at some point, and I should probably just be happy that right now he doesn't have any blue. Doomblade? Nothing. Doomblade? No? Okay. Luckily with the hero, you don't actually have to care how you stack the triggers. Like with hero blade hold, you have to stack the triggers the right way so that the tokens you make get the +1/+0. But luckily with the hero of Oxidridge, you just throw them both on the stack. Don't even have to care. The nice thing is that right now, with the board state we have, Lightning Bolt, or sorry, Grim Lavamancer does the same amount of damage attacking or just throwing our graveyard at them, so that's nice. Also, we took Damnation and Toxic Deluge, so the chance of us getting Wrath is not high. High Tide? Oh, are they playing Storm? Oh dear. Oh dear. Turnabout? They are playing Storm. I thought somebody was sniping Storm cards, but I was not certain. We might be able to just kill them. But they also might just go off. Dark Petition? Oh boy. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Either we're going to lose the game right here, or, well, we're not. So, that's the thing. Glad we don't have Dreadbore in the main for this matchup. But we had a pretty terrible game. Like, we didn't do anything, really. We only did 6 damage to them. And that started on turn 4. Like, that is not a good start for this type of a deck. But that's what happens when you pass Goblin Guides. Damn it. Oh, he doesn't have to reveal. Duh. Damn. Dark Ritual. Alright, I see how it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 4 spells, though. So he's still got to do some, oh god, treasure cruise. At least he's not flashing anything back from his bin, I suppose. That was what, the 6th card he played? He played High Tide, Turnabout, Dark Petition, Dark Ritual, 5, 6. I think he has to play at least 10. That's 6, that's 7? Oh, he's just going to gain life so that he doesn't die. That makes sense, I guess. I mean, he gets to gain a buttload of life. So, he doesn't have to storm out that hard. He does have to find a way to shuffle his library back in, though. And if we can get, like, I was going to say if we could get a creature there, that would be magnificent, but, you know, can't have everything in life, right? Bolt to the face. Also, at this point, our Sulfuric Vortex is a completely dead card. And it's very unusual for mono red to have dead spell draws, so that's not fun. But man, they gained a lot of life there. Enough to put us in pretty. So as far as sideboarding goes, I'm not sure there's a lot of ways we can combat this. We might want to bring in that Gorehouse Chainwalker just because early damage is early damage. Necropotence. Interesting choice. Looter Core, that could just straight, well, I was going to say that could just straight kill us, but it only straight kills if I want it to. Alright, what do I want to get with you, Recruiter? What do I want to get with you? That's a very good question. And do I want to kill that looter? I probably do want to kill that looter. I mean, I could just try to kill my opponent instead. Again, my question is, what am I getting with Imperial Recruiter? I could get Monastery Swift Spear. I could get... Actually, you know what? Let's just play it and see what we find, to be honest. We could get Abbott. Abbott's not a great play right now. Young Pyromancer. Let's just get Swift Spear. Just grab him. Adds a couple extra points of burn onto the table. And then we'll just hold back Grim Lavamancer and decide what we want to do with him later. Luckily he can't block here, so we get to swing for 6. They got an 8 and they're basically dead on the crackback. Sure. Do that again? Yes, they are going to do that again. 4. They're probably only going to 3 if they're smart. That was a mistake. I don't know why our opponent did that. That was a pretty stupid mistake to make. Because now, as far as I'm concerned, they're dead. Yeah, okay, they just themselves. But they kind of needed that Tendrils to win it for them anyway, so I don't really know what was up with that. Alright, I could play Alicia as a 3-2 creature, or we could just play Gorehouse Chainwalker as a 2-1 creature. Definitely don't want any of the black cards. I do think we want to pick up the pace a little bit, though. Chainwalker. Tanglewire seems really good against a Storm deck. They're going to have a hard time going off through it. So we could bring in, like, Chainwalker. Not Alicia, though. Well, we could bring in Alicia as a more consistent source of damage. Actually, we can take out Searing Blaze, because Searing Blaze does nothing. The Looter is probably the only creature in their entire deck. And Outpost Siege I don't like either, because he's not going to kill our creatures, and we don't want to draw cards, really, because if we're at that stage in the game, we're probably just going to lose anyway. So that's 40. We could just ship that back. And I think I might just... I was kind of surprised that we won that one there. They probably should have waited maybe they should have waited. I don't know. This seems like a fine hand. Not necessarily the best hand I've ever seen, but you know, turn 1 Lavamancer, turn 2 Chainwalker is fine. If we draw a mountain and get to Sulfuric Vortex, that'd be even better. Oh wow, Force Spike? Alright, I see how it is. Hopefully draw a mountain by turn 3, because if we can play Sulfuric Vortex on time and have it resolve, I feel like we're in really good shape there. So now we'll play Chainwalker. I'm going to use the Unleash, because why in God's name would you do anything else? And we're going to play Sulfuric Vortex on time, and hopefully follow it up with like Koth or something. Alright, Jace Balerion, that's fine. Do not care. I'm just going to erase that. Fuck. I don't know what happened there. Well, so we miss out on 3 points of damage. That could be game. That's a potentially game-ending difference. Don't get me wrong, but who knows? No, I don't want to direct the damage to Jace. Do I? They are a Storm deck after all. Yeah, we'll do it. So I'm really disappointed about missing that 3 damage, though. That could be life or death. Really, I'm not kidding. That could be a big game. Actually, on our turn, what was I thinking? I could actually just Koth, and I think I will. Oh, he has a Bolt, huh? Siege Gang Commander? Nice. Bolt is a charm. Totally fine. Again, we down 3 points of damage, but that's not the end of the world. So, we're going to play Koth. Oh, fucking really? Alright, I see how it is. That kind of sets up our plan, because our plan was to play Koth and then use his mana to make those guys into dudes, but that clearly isn't going to work. Opponents seem to have taken on a much more controlling role this game. So, plans. Plans change depending on whether we get Siege Gang, or depending on whether we got land or not. If we get land, we're playing Siege Gang, otherwise we're just playing these two. Probably Lavamancer first, because I'd rather him resolve. So I'm really glad to be up a game. It means we'll be on the play for game 3, which is fantastic. Very good place to be. Cabal Ritual. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's no good. Might just Tendrils off of that. That's only like 4 spells, though. It's significant. It's not enough to, like, he won't gain the life, so it's not enough to, like, really wreck us, but it's definitely something. If he has, like, LED in hand, or Soul Ring, or something similar, he could hit us for 5, we go down to 8, and then we have only a couple turns to excuse me. Then we would only have a couple turns to kill him. Oh, he's just going to go for Necropotence. Alright, that makes sort of sense, I guess, but that's pretty dangerous if you ask me. Tangle Wire? Is that worth it at this point? I think it might just be, to be honest. Tap our Grim Lavamancer. I mean, he can tap his Necropotence, but that'll put constraint on his mana, and I like doing that. Excuse me. Alright. So that will put some clamps on his mana for sure. Hopefully enough to let us kill him. But who knows. Gonna use his Necropotence. Unsurprisingly. He's gonna use it a lot though, so he really wants to go off next turn. Please go down to 2 again. Alright, learned his lesson. Unfortunately. Let's Tangle Wire ya. So villain has to go off like right now. And they're probably gonna even try to go off during their upkeep. Because really, they can't draw any more cards, so if all their spells are instants, then they should just go now. Or not. Just, you could have tapped your Necropotence, dude. Oh, never mind. I thought you could use enchantments. Even still, like, talk about giving up. That was kind of sad. Well, however we won, we still won, so a win is a win. And I'll see you guys in round 2.